Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Real quick video. This is a short, but about it, hopefully like 3. I kind of thought this was an AI video at first, but nothing gets past us, man. This is an AI, and I mean, I don't know what you call this this specimen that you're looking at on the screen. I don't know what you call this one. There's so many of them, it's hard to keep tabs on them. All right, so like I said, I really don't know what you call this one, but yeah, disgustingly horrific for a minute. I thought this was AI, yeah, because there's a lot of these AI videos look just like this. And there's a reason why AI videos look like that from the start. It's because the person that makes those AI videos, well, they see this stuff in real life, so they put that stuff in AI because it's real. Like I said, I'm not gonna say too much about this. Oh yeah. By the way, she has a husband. She has a husband, by the way. Just let y'all know. Which means, I don't know if the husband is huge like this. But, he probably believes in woman liberation. He probably believes that a woman could do what she wants to do. He's probably in all of that stuff, and if not, well, he's just in a trap. But, he's probably calling a big, beautiful woman and, saying that, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about what nobody else say. He probably calling all kinds of queens and stuff like that. You know how it is. It's the normal. So I ran across this scripture, actually. On a comment board, Ecclesiasticus, so known as Sirach 37 and 30. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, as surfeiting, all right, will turn into choler, right, or choler. I want to say choler. Now I looked up that word choler, just to see how it's used here, and and I looked it up in the etymology app, and it brought up the same word. I didn't know what choler meant, what choler was, so I just looked it up, right? That's what we do. If we don't know something, we just look it up, Sirach 37 and 30 warns that overeating excess of meats, quote unquote, leads to physical illness, and gluttony, surfeiting, produces choler, right? So gluttony, which is surfeiting, produces choler, meaning bile. I've heard of bile before. Severe stomach distress or nausea. Pretty much sickness. It advises moderation to avoid sickness, noting that excessive consumption causes digestive, physical, and emotional discomfort. Anybody with weight problems or anybody that used to have weight problems like myself would know that feeling. And yes, it absolutely does. Years ago, I was like years ago, I was pushing like 300. Didn't realize that it was causing me this physical. Well, I realized it was causing physical discomfort. Not being able to walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath. But emotional. I didn't realize it was causing emotional until I was like, wow. It started dropping on that weight, and I was like, wow, yeah. So yes, it does. When we tell you these scriptures never lie, there's a scripture for everything in this. There's a scripture for everything. It tells you how to treat your pet. It tells you women how to be women. It tells you men how to be men. You know what I mean? It tells you how to do everything, man. It tells you not to eat so much. It even tells you not to eat directly before laying down, man. You wonder why, when you eat, if you eat like a really, really small portion, I don't think it's going to bother you, but if you eat like a dinner sized meal or something like that, which, like I said, nobody should really be overeating. But if you have not like a too much, but like a decent amount, and you lay down, that's not good, right? I'm talking about like you lay down directly after. That's not good. It's not good at all. All right. But like I said, there's a scripture for everything, right? Now I want to get let's go into the blue letter real quick. I think I have it up. Yeah. Let's go into the blue letter and we're gonna get Job 10. Right. This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, right? Even to the land of darkness is it's like even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness is darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, where light is as darkness. So what I'm getting at with that is people I don't know why
she's going to open up.
People would see that. People would see this and call her a BBW. Don't worry about it. You're beautiful anyway. You're beautiful just the way you are. Right? And to some degree the men too, because men get on a panel, get on YouTube, their shirts off, looking sloppy. Looks like they're, elevated 3 or 4 levels with roles and stuff. And people promote that stuff. It's promoted. You have a few sprinkled amongst there. It's like, man, what are you doing on the internet? You should be, shouldn't be eating like that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be, you destroy yourself. If anybody loves this woman, they would tell her, even if she doesn't listen, right? Because if you when you let people go so long, they're not going to listen. Right. But even if she doesn't listen, if you people really love your women, right, you would tell them that you were too damn big. You were too damn big. But the point you can't even do a reach around or nothing like that. You're too damn big, man. To the point you sitting there and you out of breath. You're too damn big. You're on the way to death. You're on your way out. And, it's always, obviously it's up to the Lord, when he wants to call somebody. But who do you know that's this damn big, right, lived that long, right? Who do you know that is this big lives that long? But this place is darkness itself, man, where light is as darkness. So we stand out there on the highways, on the hedges, and tell you people, we get on you women, we get on you men, and tell you that everything you're doing is wrong, man. Everything you're doing is wrong. We get your hate groups, y'all out of your minds. They give us these dirty looks. They walk by, shake their heads. But you see this thing, this lab specimen here, stuffing herself, killing herself, and y'all got nothing to say about it. Right? This is why we don't pray for you 2/3, man. But the Lord always uses 2/3 as examples as to what not to be. Right? And if anybody out there that's struggling, with weight issues, right? Anybody struggling out there with weight issues, and you're really doing your best to serve the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, don't be like this. Look at this video and say, man, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. Right? Her attitude as well, man. See, it's one thing of being just big, but it's another thing of being, fat and just outright sloppy. She's ghetto as hell. Look at what she's wearing. Her talk, her attitude. She sounds, I don't even know if you call this stuff masculine energy anymore. This is just demonic. This is just demonic. All right? This is a demon. You have a gluttony demon. This is nothing but demons. This is what you're looking at is pretty much a demonic possession. There's this guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name. It's a young guy, young Jake, probably my age. He talks about gluttons like this, and he says it sounds like he's joking about it, but sometimes I do think he's serious about it. That you have demonic types of, you have demonic levels of gluttony, which all levels of gluttony is demonic, but you have just that super morbid demon, and that's what this is. Look at the nails, you know, them claws coming out, shit. You know what I mean? So she's just ghetto. She's just absolutely demonic, right? You have some cool people out there that are pretty much this big that ain't like that. You know what I mean? But that's why I don't have a problem talking about this thing, because, you know, she'll be the type, if she could walk by the camp, she'll roll her eyes. When we get on a black woman, when we see something about the black woman, she'll be the type to roll her eyes. All right. You know? This land, and we're degenerates. That's another thing, man. That scripture that says about the degenerate plant. When you look at that word degenerate, and that's why it only specifically goes in the scriptures, it only goes specifically to Israelites, because it's inferior to one's ancestor, right? Now you can say it goes towards all the nations, because every nation is watered down now, right? But they are still believing in, well, except if they come over here, but over there they're still believing in whatever they believe in, right? And they still keep their traditions going. Us, this is why I say it specifically goes with us. Us, we make ourselves look a damn fool on the internet. Look at this, man. Where do you see the other nations doing this on a high scale level? Some nations don't even do it at all. The closest that you'll see any other nation doing this is more than likely an Edomite or a maybe a Moabite, maybe. Right? But they're over here, and Edomites are supposed to do this, right? But they're over here in Western, and if you do see another nation doing it, they're over here in America, man. Right? I tell you one thing, man. The famine's come. She's in trouble, man. Anyway, so enough looking at this, you know, demonstration, whatever you want to call it. Giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.